Go.
Hi guys! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hey, Adam G. So, ano na guys? The Binibining Pilipinas preliminary swimsuit competition has just happened and I cannot help but be amazed at everything that I saw earlier. Looking at the whole thing, except for the background music, the whole production talaga for me screamed MGI, especially with the full backdrop, small stage, modern buildings behind, the stairs, napansin nyo yon, and the detachable arm sleeves, and so many visuals which contributed for a lovely production. I also have to commend BPCI for this because the camera angles are a welcome change as well, as we were able to see these girls from a lot of vantage point. There were close-ups, half and whole body shots which we all appreciate. It really gave a lot of exposure to all the 34 candidates. Well, but for me, if there was one minor flaw, it would be that the camera angle wherein the cameraman was kind of chasing the girls from the back as these girls tried to pose at the end of the runway. I thought yun lang yung medyo hindi maganda. I thought that they could have positioned themselves in front of the girls instead, similar to how Miss Universe has been doing it on its live show. But other than this, the camera angles were way better than the ones being employed during the coronation night for quite a long time now. Now let's go to the swimsuit design naman. I think Sir Doms Ramos was able to come out with yet another beautiful design for this edition. In case you did not know, his inspiration for the swimsuit preliminary competition this edition was the annual Paru-Paro Festival in Dasmariñas, Cavite. The cut and the design were really beautiful and sexy. However, I could not help but notice that his design somehow benefited only a group of candidates who looked amazing in it. If you notice, the morenas and the girls with fit bodies had an easy time standing out in the competition as the color easily jumps out of their skin tone. I also noticed that Justine Felizarta also wore a different swimsuit design, which I hope the other girls also had the option to wear because of its flattering shape and size. Because let's face it, some girls that I saw during the presentation earlier were kind of out of shape, meaning not toned yung mga katawan nila during the presentation earlier. So that's why Justine's swimsuit design could have worked better for them. But apart from that, I also love how Sir Doms threw these girls out of the loop when he came up with the detachable arm sleeves o yung garment, yung parang cape na parang ganun that went with their swimsuits. As I feel these really separated the rest from the girls who are considered pros in the pasarela department. For me kasi, the trick in using this detachable arm sleeves is to let these sleeves just flow and be carried away by the wind as you do your walk. However, I feel nobody instructed these girls how to use it properly as they were all making it hampas. Alam niyo, nakikita niyo yung galit na galit sila sa tela. Or too excited to throw it down as they posed. I think this was really a good challenge and the girls were really left to their own devices. But before I finally proceed with my top picks, may I just say that I am so glad that Binibini was able to gather almost all their outgoing queens for this event. Save for Resham Said, it was my first time to see Gazini, Patch, Aya, Leren, and Emma together in one public event. I just wish they were also given more exposure, similar to Samantha Bernardo, who was really given more exposure given her huge achievement in the recently concluded Miss Grand International. Diba? And so now, we go to my top 15 picks. Please bear in mind that my criteria for my picks are the following. A girl's pasarela skills, meaning it should be clean and fluid. Yeah, non-negotiable yun sa akin. Second is her body. It should be fit or at least toned. And third is her overall styling plus her fun attitude on the ramp. For me, she really has to exude freshness and youthful glow. So which girls made it to my top 15 picks for this event? Well, you better stick around for my list.
Binibini 2 from Marikina, Lois and Badando.
At number 14 is Leslie Ticaro from Tagum, Davao. You know what, guys? Ever since the national costume competition last week, I could not help but admire this girl for her attitude, and it also showed here on her swimsuit presentation. The color of the swimsuit really complements her skin tone, and even the way she styled herself was very beautiful. Filipinang-Filipina talaga. Lumabas talaga yung features niya. Although she was very tentative with her camera projections and her very mahinhin walk, I still think she did a very decent performance overall. At number 13 is Samantha Panlilio from Cavite City. You know what, guys? I just love her energy throughout the show. The first half of her presentation was really good. You can see that she was very excited to open the show with her demeanor. Her walk was really screaming power and excitement. However, I feel she kinda overdid it with her presentation towards the end, as you can see that she went overboard with her twirls, hand movements, and flipping her detachable arm sleeves. I don't know if it was probably she was feeling the pressure of being the opener of the show, so that's why she kind of went overboard. But I hope she should learn how to tone it down. At number 12 is Mika Rosal from Batangas. You know what, guys? For a moment, I thought if this girl had joined before, as she really looked like a previous Binibini contestant. For me, she kinda reminded me of Micah Shavers here. Her face is just undeniably beautiful, and her smile radiates so much energy. And her pasarela was good too. Sakto lang. In other words, if there's one thing I have to nitpick about her, is that I hope she switches to a darker hair brown color, kasi so that she will look more Filipina with her presentation. At number 11 is Kimberly Tikas from Bulacan. My gosh, where did this girl come from? This girl has been delivering since the national costume competition. I just love how the swimsuit complemented her skin tone and her level of energy. You can see that she is really having so much fun during the show. There are moments though she would remind me of Diane Nesha, a former Binibining Pilipinas title holder, because of her beauty and aura. If there is one thing I would have to nitpick about her, it's that she had a wobbly start with her footwork and overdid her twirls in the middle. But maybe it was just probably out of excitement. But overall, her fun attitude and pasarela will be remembered for this one. At number 10 is Shaira Rona from Mandaluyong. Oh my god, she was really the surprise performer of the day. My god, where did this girl come from too? I mean, for a while I thought she was channeling Kurara Chibana in her styling earlier. She just registers so well in front of the camera. I just love the impact of her turns. She really made me so excited. I am really keeping an eye on her from now on. At number 9 is Pat Babista from Quezon. You know what? Pat was just so youthful and sweet during her presentation earlier. It was just so refreshing. Although I could see that she was very magalaw and playful with her hand movements, you could see that she was just having fun given her captivating smile. If Pat Babista is aiming for the Miss International crown, then I am finally seeing her for this title. She was just so effortless here. At number 8 is Graciela Liman from Oriental Mindoro. Graciela is just fun to watch. Here earlier, she was able to combine her sweetness and her fierce personality in her pasarela earlier. She was just so confident with her walk and poses. Just wow. And the swimsuit design really complemented her fit body as well. It's just insane. And even the curls that she had for her hairstyling worked for her, as it really gave her a sexier look. So overall, she really gave a memorable performance. That's why she placed so high in my list. At number 7 is Rina Giao from Pampanga. My gosh, another girl who surprised me during this event. Her hair, ponytail, and skin tone really made her a standout, as it complemented her styling for this segment of the competition. Although her pasarela wasn't strong and fierce, it was very clean and had no extra movement. No exaggerating hand movements or whatever. Napansin niyo yon? Just the right amount of performance we needed from her. At number 6 is Gabby Basiano from Borongan, Samar. Wow! Gabby Basiano just keeps wowing me every time she does her walk on stage. You can really see that she's really hungry and determined to win a crown with that strong performance and projection all throughout her presentation. Her pasarela was really clean, and it really, na-appreciate ko talaga, she really looks statuesque. However, I noticed that she was very fierce with her projections all throughout, as I can't help but wonder if this performance is really subliminally telling us that she wants to win the MGI crown right now. Because if you will notice, her makeup was dark and heavy. So I don't know, is she really leaning more on winning Miss Grand International now than Miss International? What do you think? And now we go to our top 5, and number 5 on my list is Honey Cartosano from Angono, Rizal. You know what, guys? I just love her smile and energy here, as I feel Honey's performance here is a performance I will remember during this event. To be honest, there are times when I thought she was tentative with her twirls, but still, everything was still on point. She did not overuse her accessories and stood right in her markings. But what made Honey stand out here is that she did not need to fix her hair, like flipping it, which was a common practice for girls who have long hair. All throughout, I thought she was really refreshing. So yeah, Honey really stood out for me in this round. And now we go to our number 4 spot. Number 4 on my list is Karen Lori Mendoza from Iloilo. You know what, guys? I am just in love with Karen Lori's performance here, as I just love how she combined her sweet personality and fierceness here. I just love the impact of her turns here. She did not overdo it. Tamang timpla lang. Napansin niyo yon. And all throughout her presentation, she gave a very solid and clean performance. In fact, her most defining moment came when she posed at the end of her presentation while throwing down the garment or the detachable arm sleeves against the wind. I thought that created so much impact on me. So yeah, I remember Karen in this event. So well done, Karen. And now we go to our top 3. And number 3 on my list is Maureen Montagne from Batangas. As expected, Maureen came slaying this event again with her experience as a pageant contestant. Lumabas talaga yung pagka-pageant veteran niya in this round, as she displayed that quiet confidence as she walked down the ramp. You can see that she was very fierce and fun with those smooth transitions. Styling-wise, she also aced it, as her wavy curls made her a versatile performer here, such that if she was competing in MGI, she could have been great. If she was competing for Miss International, she could have been great as well. That's how pro Maureen was in this round. So I really think she really slayed the hell out of it. So good job, Maureen. And now we go to my second best performer, and it's Justine Felizarta from Padada, Davao del Sur. I really have to give props to this girl. She really nailed this round like nothing happened to her earlier. In case you did not know, Justine had a surgery weeks before this taping day, but she was still able to execute a performance suitable for the crown that she is aiming, which is MGI. I think she is one of those girls who is very clear about the crown that she is targeting. Since it is MGI, her walk catered to that aesthetic of the pageant system. Very sexy and controlled. She also knows her twirls too. And the different swimsuit design that she wore was a blessing in disguise, that it really made her look longer. For me, she just did her performance flawlessly. She was just amazing here. But my best performer of the day goes to Meiji Cruz of Valenzuela City. You know, when Meiji came out here in her presentation, I thought, wow, wow, wow. You know, talagang wow. The way she walked and styled herself here is very commendable. She really looked expensive here. Her high pony made me focus on her beautiful face here. She really screams so alta and powerful in her overall packaging. Yeah, so overall, she really gave a very strong and clean performance. And the impact of her turns as well was very lively and very beautiful. And with those poses and confidence, I could honestly say that Meiji gave the best performance of the event. And with this, I hope that this really encourages Meiji that she really has what it takes to win a crown on July 11. So there you go, guys. What do you think about my Binibining Pilipinas 2021 preliminary swimsuit competition list? Does it match yours? Well, feel free to share your comments down below so that I could see kung tama ba ang listahan ko o hindi. Alright, guys. See you on the next Binibining Pilipinas event. Bye!